Today. Now let's buckle in because I want to get you to the fight against COVID-19 across Georgia. Now, millions of Americans are traveling this weekend for Labor Day, and depending on where you're going, you might need to get a COVID test. But we found out that it's getting harder and harder to find appointments in the metro. We are Where Atlanta Speaks, and many of you are saying it is taking hours or even days to get a slot. Our Paola Soto is working to help. She has a few tips and tricks on how to make this process easier.
It's the talk on social media.
CVS is completely booked out for days. My doctor won't see me.
Finding a COVID-19 test can turn into a whole day ordeal.
I'm at a loss as to what to do. I'm driving around, in essence, the city trying to figure out what to do to get a test. And it's very stressful because early intervention with COVID is key.
Or for some, it can turn into a week of searching for rapid tests.
My daughter, she's 5 years old. She also has Down syndrome. As a parent, I want to know the same day.
It's harder to find one now than it was 6 weeks ago.
For perspective, from March 1st to June 1st, we averaged about 17,000 new tests per day. Since June 1st, we're averaging about 29,000. The Delta surge making it harder to find tests and driving wait times up.
The demand was declining since more people were getting vaccinated, but they didn't account for the upturn in cases.
The Department of Public Health says it's not aware of any significant testing supply issues right now. It adds that most of its locations offer walk-up testing, but plan to be there early. That way they have enough tests, according to supply chain expert Julie Swan.
You never want to be right near the closing time of an urgent care clinic. They have booked appointments or walk-in appointments.
The moms we interviewed recommend finding Facebook groups dedicated to searching for available testing sites in your county. If that fails, check your county health department early on for any day of appointments. And if you have symptoms, call your physician for a test. At-home test options are also available, but could be hard to find right now.
I do expect a month or two from now, there'll be plenty more on the shelf.
Some great tips and tricks there. Well, now we're starting to hear more about breakthrough cases, but unvaccinated people are still making up more than 99% of all new COVID cases in Georgia. A new report from the DPH shows that from January to present day, vaccinated people accounted for less than 1% of all new cases. In that same amount of time, about 10% of unvaccinated people actually caught the virus. Now, while there's no guarantee that you won't catch COVID with a vaccine, the shots do reduce your risk of becoming really sick and dying. DPH's report shows unvaccinated people were hospitalized at rates 23 times higher than those who were inoculated. Now, it's even more extreme when it comes to death. The number of people dying from this virus is 32 times greater for the unvaccinated. Atlanta Public Schools are working to fight back against this virus. The district is implementing a new testing policy that will start Tuesday. Starting next week, all teachers will be tested twice a week for COVID-19. These will be rapid response tests with results coming back in about 24 hours. Now, we're told 80% of all school staffs are vaccinated in APS. This new testing policy is going to be on top of mask mandates and enhanced cleaning measures that are already in place. If you want more information on everything as it relates to COVID across Georgia, we have it for you. Just head over to 11alive.com.